Let's take the ideas from this unit and think about what we can do to support trauma survivors. Eve Ensler says, when I was finally able as an adult to sit with my mother and name the specific sexual and physical violence my father had perpetrated on me as a child, it was an impossible moment. It was the naming, the saying of what had actually happened in her presence that lifted my 20-year depression. By remaining silent, I had muted my experience, denied it, pushed it down. Talking helps. Monica Lewinsky interviewed Roxane Gay, and she says, they talk about the role of talking and positive ways of talking to someone with a trauma history. So make sure that you read this article and think about how to talk about, how to write about trauma. Chanel Miller talks about her experience of sexual assault. She was raped outside a fraternity in a pretty well-known, nationally discussed rape at the time. And, I encourage you to watch her talk about her experience. In the video will be in the links below this. But think about how she and others see the event, interpret it, and how their behavior follows from that. This is very much the ABC model that we've talked about before, the role of beliefs leading to moods and behaviors. And think about this relationship triangle. Jan Hyndman talks about the victim, the perpetrator, and significant others being in a relationship, and how this relationship takes place determines the outcome. So in a positive, with a positive outcome, significant others, parents, friends, family, the community, are supportive of the trauma survivor and negative to the perpetrator. And also the trauma survivor, the victim, is able to be negative about the perpetrator. A classic example would be of someone who was raped by a smelly stranger. We're more likely to see a negative outcome in a situation where the significant others, family, friends, community are negative about or toward the trauma survivor and supportive of the perpetrator. So perhaps this is a beloved grandfather, and the trauma survivor loves the perpetrator, as do significant others. Maybe this is a prominent member of the community, and as you look at the Me Too movement, you'll see many examples of situations like this where women are saying, I didn't believe that I would be believed. This person has had so much power. We're going from what's wrong with you to what happened to you. And what we want to do is make sure that the message that we are sending the survivor is one that is going to to be supportive of them. Take care.